man poured oil all over his body. His companions came to help him. Then he got into the hole, but his body was too strong. His waist was stuck. His partner pressed down on him. The man pushed down with his feet. It didn't work. They could only try to pull him out. Then they turned their attention to the woman. Oil all over a woman's body. She slowly dug herself into the hole. The friction between her skin and the well's mouth made the woman cry out in pain. But for the sake of the vaccine below, it's the only way. The outside world is already covered with zombies. The only way to survive is to get the vaccine. With the help of her companions, the woman was finally pushed down. But after getting the vaccine, the woman didn't deliver it. Because there was only a limited amount of vaccine, she had to hide the vaccine. Through the street drain, she saw what was going on outside. Epidemiologists were sterilizing the bodies. At the same time, the others began to find a way to widen the well. 3 men made it down without any problems, but when it came to the last woman, she was stuck. The men could only pull her down by her legs. At that moment, the woman came back. She helped her companion to reach the shore. Then the man suddenly dragged the homeless man into the water. The man tries to get his gun. They get tangled up again. Then there were several gunshots. The man climbed out with the pistol. His companions were dumbfounded by his actions. Then they started to walk down the sewer. But on the way, the woman took the opportunity to push her companion into the water. She pretended to scream for help while holding her hand over his head. To make sense of the situation, the man pulled the trigger. With the flash of light, he realizes the woman's plan, so he immediately rescued his companion. They took her to a bright spot. The man pointed his gun at her, but in the end, he couldn't bear to pull the trigger. The woman seems to realize what's going on. She took the man's gun. She left the rest of the group with the hope of survival. The woman gave out the vaccine she had hidden, but just as they were about to be injected, a figure suddenly appeared behind them. It turned out to be a homeless man. They were so scared, they ran away. In a moment of crisis, they found a way out. The man helped the woman to climb up, but on the way, the woman accidentally broke the ladder, and the vaccine fell. What's worse, the manhole cover wouldn't open. Passers-by didn't notice anything unusual. Soon the homeless man climbed up. The man's legs were grabbed. He knew he couldn't leave. He gave the woman his only vaccine. Then he was dragged down by the hobo. The woman injected the vaccine into her body. She pushed the cover of the well as hard as she could. She finally climbed out. Passers-by looked at her with curiosity. Only one ant put her coat on her, but what they didn't know, danger was coming soon.